morning, everybody. Early morning. Video for you. What I'm doing video is like, well, what our class is, the prices of everything that's just getting, well, I don't know where it's gone, to be honest. I mean, a few examples. I mean, it's like I've got this, it's a speedo drive bit, it's for Mach 1 MG 66, and I mean, I presume they've had it made up by somebody, by a local engineer or whatever, but I don't know, it's cost me 60, 70 quid or something. And then I've been chasing a seal for it, and then there's no seal available. So, I mean, obviously I've had to compromise, find somewhere. I mean, another example, you've got like a bonnet safety cap, latch there, and under felt, I don't know, 70, 80 quid or whatever. I mean, it's like every time you seem to order up now, it's 100 quid. You know, and you've got a few bits and pieces. I mean, I've an Ely over here, this Jensen Ely. Some bushes for it now. I mean, well, you need to sell a kidney to get, what is it, to order bushes. They're just that astronomical. I mean, now, I don't know where it's gone from this. I mean, is it because everybody in a modern car wants to make it super duper, so they're putting bushes on, so they think, oh, classic lads have got plenty of money. They'll pay top price for it, you know. I mean, a couple of like, they're like a T-bush in top of them old subframe. I mean, end of the day, it's a Viva subframe. That's all it is on Ely's. I mean, most hot rods had them on. And a couple of T-piece on, I don't know, whatever they are, 140 quid. I mean, and the rest of bushes, £1 million or something stupid. But what I'm doing video for you really is, I mean, because this is like your industry. And I mean, and it's as if to me, I mean, I don't know, they'll probably all kick off now, and I'll be from a pig to a dog or whatever, but it's like, it's as if everybody in admin, or whatever, because I don't know how many chains are like a processing these in something like this, because this has got a badge on here, made in China, so that's come from China, right? So by the time it's got to whoever it's got, whether they've had it made, I don't know, I ain't got a clue. But I guarantee you, all these price hikes have got to be an admin overhead. So, I mean, it's as if like there's like no money on ground now for a guy actually doing job. You know, it's like an email this, an email that, and oh, I've been pulled out today. Oh, right, well, I was fighting underneath that MG up yesterday, trying to get this speedo driving. Over there, I cut my head up under Ely, trying to do something. I mean, and that's just an occupational hazard when you're involved in this sort of industry, because that's what happens. I mean, if that happened in a modern workshop environment, oh God, they'd be suing somebody for £500,000. You know, it had affected the little toe and all stuff like that. I mean, everything I'm going on about now, I mean, obviously, latter end of people will understand what I'm on about, because it's just, I mean, why does it cost this much? It never used to. So why has everything suddenly rapidly gone up, you know, I mean, if you look around with cars now, I mean, some of the cars are getting back to hobby days. They're proper dropping in prices, you know, they're not expensive. They're not expensive at all. I mean, I see odd cars now, 500 quid. I'm not saying they're any good, but you never know. You know, if you went and had a look at them, they're probably better than some blathered in a load of filler and a pretty paint job, you know. But what the situation you've got now, I mean, if you were somebody wanting to do a classic, I mean, it's probably the main reason that I'm like winding things down and just doing a bit of maintenance and bodywork, because if I work on bodywork, I buy some tin, obviously I need MIG gas, I've got MIG or whatever, I said, well, the same, I've also got TIG, bit of argon, and you're at it, and it's you're selling you to yourself, you know, the money's coming to you for your skill. The minute you add anything in from buying something from somebody that probably isn't that good, probably don't fit that great, probably won't last that long, and if you ring up and complain that's all they do, that's the only thing available, well, it's no good, you know, but, well, that's all there is. Well, aren't you going to try about getting, because where it's coming from and getting processed from, it's a unit and it's a number. But what I'm trying to tell you, as I've just said earlier, is all this is doing is ruining your industry. Because if you're into classic cars, I mean, these bits are getting ridiculous. And also, I mean, with environment and everything, all scrap yards have gone, a lot of them bits, I mean, there's still odd bits floating about for them, you know, there's some new old stock, but some of it might need a bit of work on it, you know, I mean, some might need blasting, some old panels, stuff like that. But it's relatively good, and it's usable. Well, I know these bushes now. I mean, they're all poly bushes and all stuff. But why can't there be some rubber bushes like they used to be? They used to drive on them forward. You know, then, to be honest, ride were a bit comfier. It didn't like what did it smash your spine every time you went over a bump. So I mean, I know there's different grades and I know there's different like levels of what you can have, but I still can't I just don't think they can justify the costs of it now, what they're doing. I mean, because it ain't all about somebody spending £250,000 on some rare Maserati or some flat fluid E-type. You know, well, I suppose it is if you're in that level, but in average level, stuff like this, just like basic stuff, well, it's not basic stuff, it's good stuff, but it's this sort of stuff that it's if everybody's piggybacking on and making a fortune, you know. And I mean, it's as if we've lost everything. It's gone to China because it was cheap. Now we don't do it. It's just become an absolute fortune. I mean, it's like I say, I can have that. I've had that made, and they've helped me out, and I don't know, whatever it was, 60, 70 quid, like I said earlier, but no seal. So, to me, there's no thinking about it. There's no thinking, no thought process. Oh, we don't do them for my ones. Oh, well, you've had this done for me. Oh, yeah, well, we can't help you on that. Oh, all right, thanks, mate. You get what I mean? And but that's where you're at now. And every time you buy out, 100 quid, couple 100 quid, sometimes it's a 500 quid, you know, a pair of shockers are 100 odd quid each now and stuff like that. I mean, it's just gone crazy. But, I mean, it's probably all marketing they're having to spend and stuff like that, and that's what they're having to use the money for. But to me, having a classic car is about obviously keeping something alive and keeping it going. And to be honest, you don't need all these bits. I mean, this is a nut and bolt, this car, so it's been absolutely made into a new car, top and bottom of it. But that's where we're at. But you're not be able to do another because half a bits you can't get. But like I said, you're in a situation where if you want to drive them regular like I do, I don't seem to have any problem. You know, I just sort things out, keep them washed, you know, look after general things, bit of maintenance and they keep them going. There's not a problem. I don't ever get involved in I need this, I need that, because with Mac 4s that I drive, everything's unique to them and I've collected bits over here. So it's not a problem. But I wouldn't have thought it'd be that hard to reproduce after them. But what I'm saying to you is now, your industry, to me, it's as if it's been kidnapped by, I sometimes say graduates, I always say that, you know, people in suits that have owned in on it and thought, oh, that's quite a lucrative market, we'll make some money out of it. But I can remember when days gone by, if somebody'd have a load of old stock, they picked it up for 4 bob and a conker, and then lads would know he got it, they'd go down and get a few bits off him. Just be a bloke missing in the garage, but it's all changed now, but what it's done, it's changed, and it's just made everything completely like, well, undoable. Because the cost is absolutely phenomenal now. So if you are going down Nut and Bolt Road now, I mean, well, to be honest, if I were you, I should try and find a donor car and try and salvage a bits off that. And, I mean, it's like with your chroming now. I mean, well, chroming's astronomical. But just the way it is, I don't know if it's an environment thing, but that's your video anyway. I mean, I don't know if you've got out of this, but what I'm trying to tell you is the industry that I know is no more, and I've told you a million times before. But also, all the money you're putting into this industry, in my eyes, is just going in admin offices and people. I mean, not many people have a workshops. These people who sell it, they used to have years ago, but they shut that down. That's a waste of time. Just want to sell stuff. They turn it on, do so much money, make so much money out of it. So anyhow, if you've got out and this is good on it, if you haven't, well, you probably don't. You might not even understand what I'm on about because you might be that used to floating around net buying stuff and all stuff like that. But give us a like anyway and subscribe if you like what I'm doing. I know it's a bit of a different video, but I'm just telling you, I can't see industry sustaining these hikes in costs at Tattle anymore. You know, I mean, there's obviously going to have to be more little engineers because they could earn a fortune if they were churning stuff out. But anyhow, give us a like and give us a subscribe if you like what I'm doing. But very shortly we're getting on to doing some work on them so you can actually see what you can do yourself on a classic car. So long as you engage your brain and have a bit to go about you. Bye for now, folks, anyway.